Good evening, everyone. Our next item on the agenda is the El Rio Market Alcohol Special Use Permit located at 2585 North Vineyard Avenue. This is Planning and Zoning Permit number 21-510-03, which is a special use permit for alcohol, and the project was submitted by applicant Ted Barnes. This is a request for approval of a special use permit to sell beer, wine, and distilled spirits for off-site consumption consistent with ABC license type 21 at an existing 2,115 square foot convenience store market within a 13,247 square foot building for an existing convenience store and market. The market currently operates with a type 20 ABC license for beer and wine. Alcohol sales are requested between 7 a.m. and 12 a.m. midnight daily. For some background on the property, the project site is known as the Vineyard Center, which was approved in 1986, and construction was completed by the late 1980s. In 1999, the subject tenant space began to operate with an ABC license type 20, and in 2010, the market began to operate as El Rio Oxnard Market. The project is located in the northern part of the city, just north of the 101 freeway off of Vineyard Avenue. Here is an aerial of the property, and the existing business is located here. The general plan land use designation of the site is commercial general, and the zoning designation is general commercial plan development, or C2PD. As shown in these maps, the property is surrounded by very similar zones. There are additional surrounding land uses near the site, which include a shopping center across from the Vineyard Avenue to the east and a drive-through restaurant to the south. There are also residential uses to the north and west of the site. Next, we have a rough floor plan of the site with the front entrance located here facing Vineyard Avenue. The crime rate within 1,000 feet of the site was found to be 28% of the average for commercial properties citywide, and the site is not considered to be a policing problem. No safety concerns were noted by the beat coordinator or neighboring businesses. As provided in the police report, there are two establishments located within 1,000 feet of the site that sell beer, wine, and distilled spirits for off-site consumption, and they are Vallarta Supermarket and El Rio Central Market. El Rio Central Market is an unrelated business located further north on Vineyard Avenue. The police report found that the crime rate around the site is below commercial average and there was no undue concentration per city standards. However, there is an undue concentration per state standards, which takes into account census tract data. Therefore, a finding of public convenience or necessity will be required. A community workshop was also conducted on May 16th of this year. Notices were provided to the El Rio West neighborhood. Nearby business operators and the chairperson for the neighborhood were contacted regarding this application and proposed operations. Although most people contacted were in support of the proposed permit, there were some concerns regarding increased homeless activity in the area. Staff believes that the proposed conditions of approval will mitigate all, if any, adverse effects of the project and include conditions such as conditions which require sellers and servers complete courses in responsible beverage service, video surveillance system will be required, and alcohol sales shall be limited to 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. midnight. The business can stay open longer than that, but cannot sell alcohol after midnight. This project is considered exempt from CEQA guidelines section 15301 for existing facilities because this project does not require physical development. The project does not trigger thresholds in city CEQA guidelines or has exceptions to the exemptions. As such, a notice of exemption will be filed with Ventura County. A notice of PC hearing was posted on site. Notice of PC hearing were also sent to surrounding property owners. To date, no public comments have been received regarding the proposed project. Therefore, staff recommends that the Planning Commission find the project to be categorically exempt from environmental review pursuant to CEQA Guidelines Section 15301 for existing facilities and adopt a resolution approving planning and zoning permit number 21-510-03, subject to certain findings and conditions. This concludes my presentation, and myself and the applicant will be available for any questions. Thank you.